A swing and a miss, strike one. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
Up next for Colorado, the short
first pitch of the at-bat.
Story.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. Home half of the 5th coming up. Striding in, Christian Perazo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Christian Perazo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
Standing in, Joe McMahon.
The first baseman, Joe McMahon.
The 2-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play. Standing in, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Strike taken up in the zone. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Stepping up to the plate, Clint Frazier.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Clint Frazier goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. So digging in now, Daryl Nugent. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. So striding in, Fuzzy Mickeler. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those. How could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Digging in, Christian Perazo. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the managers.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Leading off the inning, Alex Hayes, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
This is line to left. Dahl is there, and he makes the catch for the out. It's been the kind of game we've come to expect here at Dodger Stadium over the years as you check the line score. Pitching, defense, and not a whole lot of offense to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike one. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done, move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Trevor Story is sent packing for the second out of the inning. And a ball 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball two.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Full count, 3-2. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. So stepping in, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First offering on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor from deep in the hole. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. At the plate, Clint Frazier. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Frazier.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory, back behind third. Chapman is there, makes the catch, and he's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.